The name of my sister's BRZ is Pebble. Kasi mukha daw siyang Pebble. Blends in. The Subaru BRZ. What did I do? My elbow is in the cup holder. Oh. Oh, running. I'm just talking. And if you're still watching, what the frick are you doing with your life? Hello, vlog. Okay, vlog. So if you're wondering why we're in a different car, we're going to Manila International Auto Show. Today's day 3. And we're gonna check out the Subaru BRZ. So we're in my sister's 2019 Subaru BRZ para, you know, medyo straight up at a glance comparison. So yeah, that's what we're gonna do. Wait, let me just clip this. So we got this automatic 2019 BRZ kasi it's my sister's first car. So we have this weird kind of rule na your first car has to be matic. Get something reliable. And this is a pretty reliable toy. Ay, Subaru. It's one of our favorite cars. It's so nice out of the box. It's still stock from 2019. Actually, no, there are no mods on this. The only mod here is my selfie light. So, you know us naman, guys, or you know me, we only mod by necessity or for jokes. It's either one of those. And this thing has been super good. I really don't find the need to mod it. I mean, it's fun out of the box, even with the eco tires. Damn it.
NANI? お前はもう死んでいる。
And ang fear ko kasi when we start modding this, it's not gonna be balanced na and tuloy-tuloy mo na siyang kailangan i-mod. Kasi guys, if we modify the tires, the suspension will be too soft na. And then, sunod nun yung preno na. Tapos mamaya, hindi mo papansin, naka-pedal box ka na, tsaka manual swap, tsaka stand-alone. And, you know, that's not it, man. And yeah, it's fun as is. It's a non-commitment fun car. Nakakapagod mag-shift, diba? Ito may ganun-ganun ka. So at first, we were super against getting an automatic. But then when we test drove it, it's one of those automatic transmissions that really listen to the driver. And since it's not a drift car and we don't use it for drifting, okay na yung automatic. So guys, since our channel is mostly jokes and crackhead stuff, we don't have any sort of car reviews or anything educational in this channel. So today, we're gonna attempt to do a sort of an at-a-glance comparison. Not really review because we can't review it. Wala pang test unit. Why don't we start with something I really like, the Subaru BRZ and the 2022 Subaru BRZ at the Manila International Auto Show. So here's the BRZ. Maybe we'll walk around it later pag maganda na yung parking natin. Back to MIAS. Let's go! So for now, let's look at the new one muna. Okay, here it is, guys. The Subaru BRZ. What did I do? Is this a brake duct? Oh, may pinupuntahan siya, oh. And the 18 looks so good. It's on Michelin Pilot Sport 4. I think the styling is so different now from the previous generation. Even the tailors are super different now. So from afar, if you look at the BRZ, it does look like it has a longer wheelbase now compared to the older one. So it's a 2.4 now. So ang dreaded torque dip natin wala na. It still looks like a smiley boy. It looks like it's happy to drive. I really love that about the BRZ. It looks like they're attaching a C-Tech kasi I think they're gonna leave the lights on. So they're tethering the battery right now. It looks so good! I keep saying it looks so good because it actually really does. So yeah, looking at the BRZ right now, it's the same fun we got from the very beginning, but now it's way faster. So the taillights, they look so good. The ducktail, it gives off some sort of Supra vibes. Ayan. Oh, so now it has an 8-inch infotainment touchscreen with Apple CarPlay and Android Auto and Bluetooth. So that's a step up from our
carrot na infotainment system from the older one.
It looks like a carrot, especially at night.
It also has a rear view camera now. That really helps because the visibility sa rear is actually kind of hard with the older gen. So something super interesting, it has a steering responsive headlights now. I think no na mag-turn or sumasabay mag-turn yung headlights as you turn. I think, okay, let's go inside. Okay, so this is the interior. I'll try to sit in it. So this is a direct comparison coming from the 2019 model. Okay, the wheel, the ergonomics still feel the same. Yeah, it feels like the same car, but feels way fancier. I have better hood visibility then somehow compared to before. And look, it's not the old school head unit. So the door controls, ganun din. Everything is familiar. Oh, there's a blue interior light thing, I think. That's interesting. Is it? Yeah, there's a blue mood light thing. So the dashboard looks more straighter, not as curvy as the old one. And the trim feels so nice. It still has the seater heaters. And of course, track mode. Hindi ko alam kung kita. Ayan. So we have the automatic. The shift knob is still the same. It's so cute. Okay, so one of the cute things that I like, so if you're driving, it's an armrest, but look, if you're open it, there's extra storage. So this is where your cup holders go, and andito rin yung mga saksakan. So yeah, there's driving mode and there's eating mode. I love it, I love it. The seat is more bolstered now, and it also still has the seatbelt lock. Ayan. So the buttons are almost all the same. Placement, everything is same. The climate control is still the same. It just looks really updated. The glove compartment, if you check it out, halos ganun pa rin. I feel like I'm driving the same car but way more updated. Cockpit feel is the same. And the trim feels more luxurious. It's not as boy racer as the previous iteration. I super love it. Ayun, I would be super game to drive this one every day for daily and for track use. So ayun, ganon. Okay, let's go to the other side. Ooh, running. Okay, so the rear seat fold is different na. Ayan, let's do the pass. The rear seat review kasi we're a family of 4. It's important to check the rear seat. Okay, it's still pretty comfy. I still have leg room. Since hindi naman matangkad yung sister ko, we're gonna fit. Yeah, so it can still fit a family of 4. The seats are a little bit bulkier, but I really love this one. This fold thing, it's easier to grip. Let me just get out. Okay, so the trunk release is still at the same location. Ayun, poop. Okay, I think the only issue na lang na nadagdag from the old one is that the butas is smaller compared to the older one. So putting things inside might not be as easy as it used to be. But other than that, you can fit it through the front pa rin naman. So, not so much of an issue. I think I've said what I needed to say. Medyo dumadami na yung mga tao. So yeah, let's compare it to our older BRZ. Okay guys, so we're gonna compare it to this one. Pero change venue muna tayo kasi medyo chaotic dito sa World Trade. Ang hirap ituloy ng vlog kasi it started raining. So we got coffee muna. We're just waiting for the rain to stop. Then we're gonna go back to the 2019 BRZ for the comparison. If it rained, we're just gonna continue where we left off. So, wet look si Pebble. The name of my sister's BRZ is Pebble. Kasi mukha daw siyang Pebble. Blends in. So, here she is. A 2019 Subaru BRZ Automatic. It's really as stock as it gets. We've done nothing to it. And we're gonna compare it to the 2022. So, compared to the new one, hindi naman naluma yung styling of the previous gen. It's still pogi. It still looks good. The lines still look good. It's just that it's a different kind of pogi. So the main difference, the wheels new one is bigger. So these are 17s on eco tires. The 2022 has 18-inch tires already that are Michelin Pilot Sport, so they're sportier. So when you open the car, the first thing you notice is the 2022 one had a lever here to make folding rear seat access easier. But the old one, it's just this. So not as easy, a little hassle for people at the back. It doesn't really matter to a lot of people, but it matters to me because I bring my family in this two-door sports car. Okay. Going inside, the ergonomics is pretty much the same. The controls. So if you drive an older 86 BRZ, you're super native. It's more of the subtle differences. It's still the same car that we fell in love with, but it's more refined with the 2022. After looking at the 2022, the fancy bits and bobs in there that I don't have here are going to start bothering me. Now I really want to get a 2022. First of all, the head unit is way fancier with the new one with Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. And honestly, I'm super okay with the center console. I didn't think it would be better, but with the 2022, if you're not using it as a center console, or if you're not using it for drinks, it's a padded armrest. This one is really awkward. Yeah, my elbow is in the cup holder. Oh, oops. I'm okay with this, but I don't know, they just made it so much better. Now, I'm a little bothered by this. On the design aspect of the center console, the 2022 looks way neater. It looks more straightforward, more sleek. It doesn't have a lot of lines that are going everywhere. It feels more streamlined. I don't know if that makes sense. Oh, the shift knob is still the same. That's what I noticed. That was really cute. So it's not the same shift knob. I didn't notice, but the aircon vents are different. I mean, this is okay. But the control you have on the 2022 BRZ vents to make your aircon very tunable, I'm envious. Okay, let's pop the hood. Okay, now let's do the engine bay. From a 2-liter, the BRZ now has a 2.4, and it claims to have gotten rid of that darn torque dip at the mid-range. So yeah, at a glance, since we haven't driven the new one yet, those are the difference we found. It's really hard to say because you can't really tell what's new, what's different if you haven't driven it. So yeah, hopefully we get to test one out in the future because looking at the mods done to the 2022 BRZ, on paper it looks super promising, but I wouldn't know, and the only way to tell is to actually drive one. Okay, wait, let me show you the only mod to the BRZ. Bloop, it's our selfie ring light that we got from Shopee. Okay, back to the vlog. Okay, so looking at it, most of the differences can only be seen, felt, heard by driving it. The most we can do is to assume about the new improvements that Subaru did to the current gen. So here are my assumptions. Okay, so first of all, the new one has a longer wheelbase, assuming, since we haven't driven it yet, the longer wheelbase should make it less nervous and easier to drive at the limit. It should be able to handle the upgraded 2.4 liter. And speaking of the engine, the 2.4 liter should have eliminated the torque dip at the mid-range. So it should make the driving experience way better. Kasi with the older model, either you're slow and relaxed or you're hauling and wringing out the boxer. It's practically the same car. The major changes will really shine through when we get to drive one already. Because the biggest improvement is the elimination of the torque dip. They also say that BRZ has aluminum front knuckles, so that's different from what the GR86 has. Or rather, the GR86 doesn't have aluminum knuckles. Subaru and Toyota also chose their own spring rates, so both cars are expected to handle distinctively. Even the sway bars have been tuned differently to the point wherein Subaru mounts their sway bars differently from Toyota, so that makes it super exciting. So with that, we can assume the driving experience would be so much better. A faster, but still essentially the same fun car that we fell in love with. So yeah, I'm excited to get to drive a 2022 BRZ and maybe a GR86 to compare, I guess. The older model was already an excellent car. So
It's not so easy to improve on an already good car, but they've managed to do just that with the 2022 Subaru BRZ. And that gets me really giddy, and I'm super excited to get to drive one. Okay, so that's the at a glance difference between the Subaru BRZ 2022 and the 2019 model. Sorry if it's not complete. It was not so easy to really get a good look kanina sa MIAS with everyone crowding the BRZ since it was pretty much the star of the show, I guess. So yeah, we didn't get to look much and notice all the single details that were different. But yeah, that's at a glance comparison of both cars. So yeah, yun lang. So if you like this video, leave a thumbs up, subscribe even if you want, or leave a comment. Click that notification bell kung super trip nyo, I don't know. If you guys want updates, we usually post on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok more often. And find me there. See you guys on the next vlog. Yun lang. Stututu.